Alright, Sam, I figured I'd do a short video just to kind of show you what I got so we can go from there as far as what we need to put together for the trip. So I'm just going to show you the pile over here. Of course, I got these two boats right here right now. Top one's Paul's and the bottom one is, of course, mine, Zippy. And we'll have yours. So anyhow, I'm just going to look at the pile of stuff over here. As you can see, got a big pile of stuff. There's some dry bags down here at the bottom that we can use for some of your gear, if you know, or say some of your clothes and things you don't want to get wet if you want to. I'm gonna start over here with this green bag. I don't know if you remember this bag or not, but here, go over here. This is Luke's baby bag. We've had this thing for 14 years now, but it's come in handy for camping trips and stuff because it has lots of pockets and zippers and stuff to store things, and you put all kinds of stuff in here. In fact, I haven't used a lot of the space in it now, but as you can see on the front, I have a small first aid kit. Really could use more, you know. Might be something you could be in charge of getting together, is a more extensive first aid kit. Of course, we'll bring personal medicines and things like that, so you know, you just bring what you need and we'll bring what we need, but then we need other, you know, a little bit more extensive first aid kit, probably with some tweezers and a few more bandages and things. But this is a very basic one. So alright, then in this section I kind of started a sort of toiletries section. Got a camp towel, and that's about it right now. Not much in there at the moment, but we'll be putting, I'll put like toothpaste and toothbrushes and other things in that section to you know, for us to have all our stuff in there. Of course, that's not stuff you need to worry about because you'll be bringing your own. Let's see, in this section right here, oh yeah, this is, a lot of this is the kitchen bag, but I have some other things too. I went ahead and got some salt and pepper to go in here. Just a little, you know, thing at Walmart. We've got a couple of pot holders we can use when we're cooking. Just little cheapo pot holders we can use. Got some extra baby wipes in here for cleaning our hands and armpits and other parts. I have, so that's kind of some of that part. Sorry, I know this is pretty shaky. Definitely not a professional here. So this back section is the biggest section. This is a cool deal. It's an egg holder. It's hard plastic. So you could put, it's like a dozen eggs in here we could bring with us. And you don't really have to refrigerate eggs. So we could put them in here and they stay whole. And we can have some eggs for breakfast. I also ordered a set of 6 of these little beauties. They're little aluminum mugs. Got enough of these for all 5 of us for cooking, boiling water, you know, just eating out of, whatever. It's real cheap on Amazon. It's like $5 for all 6 of these little dudes. I'm just gonna pull these out and get them out of the way so I can show you the other stuff. Let's see what other things we have in this bag. It's like the cups never stop, they just keep coming. Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah, we're gonna need this probably, can opener. I just got this as a cheapo little can opener, manual can opener we can use for if we bring some canned stuff, which I plan to do because, hey, it's, you know, not necessarily we're not doing an ultralight trip here. I do have this extra mug too as well. This is thicker metal, might be better for doing a little bit more cooking or something with. I think it's a little bit bigger than the this one's probably a 18 ounce. These are 16 ounce cups, mugs, which are plenty big for what we would need really. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I got a little camp frying pan. It's got a foldable handle and stuff. We can use for frying up our eggs, bacon, whatever we want for breakfast, supper, you know. Lots of cooking or ability there. Let's see. There's a little wet bag. Oh, here. This is the camp stove. Of course, you've seen these before. You see how tiny it is. I mean, it fits right in my hand. But it'll actually even go down in one of these little 16-ounce mugs real easily. It's just in the plastic thing. Let's see if I can open it up one-handed here so I can show you what I got. I love this little thing. It's so cool. I've tested it out. It works great. So here you go. It's just in this little plastic deal, and you can just pull it out. Just doing everything one-handed, but just pull it out like this. If I can. And it's really neat because it just kind of, as you do this, it just pulls out all the way around these little supporty deals, little things over the eye. See, just rotates out like that. It's pretty cool. And of course, you screw it onto the canister. These little things flip out for extra support. So yeah, and just screws onto the butane canister, and there you go. I have the. Yeah, there's a butane canister. I got a big one. I got like a 16-ounce one because I want to make sure we got plenty of fuel for cooking. Obviously, this little cap comes off, and this little thing screws on there, and it's even got a little piezoelectric switch on it. Little button right here, little red button. You push it, and it goes pop and makes a spark. So once you undo the gas to let the gas out, you pop that, and it lights right up. Don't even have to use a match or lighter or anything. So that's pretty cool, I thought. All right, anything else in here? I think I might have gotten it all. Okay, not to put all that back in a minute, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I did have one more little thing. It's one of those cool cloths. I don't know, in March we probably won't need these, but it's good to have an extra cloth anyway, so I just shoved it in this little side pocket here on the bag just to keep it close by in case we need it or whatever. Okay, a couple more. Let's see, a few more things. I know I got a lot of stuff over here. One thing I do want to mention, I have this a couple of coolers. Soft side coolers. All right, these are really great for canoe camping because, well, yeah, they're soft. They're kind of compact, but they'll store a lot of stuff. They have zipper compartments and stuff. But this one probably holds, I don't know, about 20 cans. 18, 20 cans of soda kind of size stuff, soft drink stuff. Of course, what we need to do is take water, water bottles, Dasani or Aquafina or whatever, and freeze those, and that will be our ice, because that'll cut down on the space we use. We don't need to put actual ice in them, just frozen bottles. So I plan to get a couple of cases of, like about 64, 70 bottles, and freeze those and split them up between this cooler and this Coleman cooler, which is a 30 can capacity. But split them up between those, and hopefully, if you can bring another cooler about the size of this Coleman, about a 30 can or larger, then we'll have plenty of space to put all the waters frozen and some soft drinks and maybe a few other things that we might want to keep refrigerated. So that would help. These little dudes right here are bailers. Now, as you go along, you drip water in the boat. You never know when, my little rain might come up or something. It's just a gallon jug, milk jug, that I took and cut the bottom off of, and you got a nice handle there where you can bail water out of the boat real easily. And I just put some string on there to keep it tight on the boat. So if by any chance we actually capsized, which I seriously doubt because it's going to be all over flat water, but that way it won't float away and I'll lose my bailer. But not necessary really for this trip. I did this because we went down the Coosa and it was through rapids, and I had a feeling we would go over, and we did. And so having the string on it helped keep it together. But I have, let's see, I have two of these. I have a second one I just made recently, a little smaller, but it'll work. Let's see. So I'd say maybe if you can make yourself one for your boat. If not, I'll make another one. Hey, Ruckus. There's Ruckus. Our big old Dober dog. Hey, boy. Anyway, okay, moving on. These are pretty cool. I just made these out of pretzel barrels. And they're pretty big, pretzel barrels. But I made them into food barrels for the trip. And the great thing about these is, you know, the lids screw on and off, so, you know, you got a lot of support. But I just took some washers and some nylon, some of the stuff I made the seats out of for my boat and Paul's boat, and made a loop, you know, and pushed a little bolt through and bolted this on to screw the top, drilled a hole in the top of the jug, and made these a couple of these little food barrels, bear barrels. You know, you can take and hang them up at night so the animals can't get into them. And they also, if they happen to fall out of the boat, which again, that should not happen on this trip since we're on flat water and stuff, but if they did, they would float, because they're pretty airtight. So they also keep your food dry, keep your food protected, and keep your food above water. So made a couple of those. Just fun stuff. Here's just an extra little water thing. This is a sack full of about a dozen microfiber towels. They're pretty good size. We could use them as camp towels. So I have a dozen of those. So if you want to bring something extra, or a towel of your own, I would recommend you bring microfiber, because they're very absorbent and they also dry very quickly. And they're very small. They're compact. Compact very easily for camping and canoeing. But I have plenty of them, so you don't need to get any if you don't want to. Let's see. Here's a little inflator. I'm bringing an air mattress for the boys for the tent. It's got the 4D batteries, and it's just a little inflator, so I don't have to huff and puff and blow the mattress up. Let's see what's next. Oh yeah, these, you can use these as knee pads, seat pads, throw pads if you attach a rope to them, you know, just for emergency, but probably won't need those. But if you want to use one to sit on or kneel on in your boat, because your seats are a little harder than mine since they're slat seats rather than mesh nylon seats. I have a couple of these because I got a couple of, and I have 8. I have 2 packs of life vests. So I have 8 life vests. So you needn't get any or bring any life vests. We have plenty of those, also referred to as PFDs, personal flotation devices. So I got plenty of those. No worries on those at all. More than enough. They were on sale at Walmart last year and this year this time for $30. That's less than $10 a life vest, and they're nice life vests. Adult size. They're adjustable down for the kids though, so they'll be fine for them. Let's see. I have some, like I said, I have a bunch of dry bags here. This is one that I packed some stuff into last night. Let me see if I can undo it. And these suckers are really great for keeping your stuff dry in the bottom of the boat. Let's see if I can undo this thing one-handed. I'm trying to remember what I put in this one. I put stuff in. I mean, I'm going to be going back through all this gear before the trip, obviously, to make sure everything's in there. But this one, oh yeah, this is the bathroom bag right here, the going to potty bag. Sorry, I'm jostling you around. Hope I don't make you vomit watching this video. Throwing stuff around everywhere. Jostling my phone around. Again, I'm not trying to be professional here. I'm just trying to get information across. So it's just a little kind of water-resistant frog tog bag here. Of course, we got our baby wipes. You'll want to use these after you use the restroom. Keeps you nice and clean. Those are good. Of course, I guess maybe I should go in order. First, the trowel, the handy trowel. Whenever you go, you gotta dig a hole. And then, you know, if you miss the hole, you take a stick and drag it. Never use the trowel. Never use the trowel to scoop things into the hole, because then you have a nasty, dirty, stinky trowel. And that's no good. We want to keep the trowel only with dirt on it. Dirt only. Okay. And use a stick to push the stuff, you know, not the trowel, a stick to push stuff into the hole if you miss. And then you put your okay, I got some camping toilet paper. And then you use that, obviously. You push that put that in the hole, and then baby wipes, after you use them, put them in the hole, and then use your trowel and cover it all up. making sure that you do not touch any of the things in the hole with the trowel. I can't stress that enough. I know you know this, Sam, but I'm going to show this video to the boys too, and you might want to show it to Caleb, which, you know, they may not be thinking along the same lines as we do. We just want to be very clear on, you know, being sanitary during the trip, because that's a matter of health and welfare, and also cutting down on arguments of, hey, who got that on the trowel? You know, we don't want to get into that. That's just wrong. So okay, so next, let's see, I have a few things in this little bag. Oh man, they're hard to undo one-handed, but they're very easily accessed if you're using two hands, like I am right now at this very moment. Oh yeah, this is extremely important. Very, very important bag. This is our fire bag. Our fire bag, okay? Let me get this over here where I can get a better handle on it. Oh, let's put it up here on Paul's boat. Alright, so in the fire bag, of course, it's just a gallon Ziploc, but I put it inside a dry bag to make sure there's dual layer protection. I want to keep our fire stuff very, very dry and ready to go. Of course, you can see in the bag right here, I have a wand lighter, just a Bic wand lighter. I also have matches. Want to make sure we have plenty. It's a big old, just about full box of matches we can use for lighting. Also have several sticks of lightered. You know, we always called this stuff lightered growing up. You remember it well, I do. Very useful for starting the fires with. It's full of resin, whatever you want to call it. I actually was given a few sticks of this when I picked up some firewood recently out at Maxwell Air Force Base where I work, and boy, that stuff is great. I've used it several times, and I'm bringing a good bunch of it on the trip to make sure we got plenty of good stuff for lighting. And back here, also very useful, dryer lint. You put a big old thing of dryer lint. You don't really need that much to start with, but you take off little bits of it, you know, just pinch them off, and that stuff lights up like really fast, really quickly, and can get a fire going really quickly, especially in dry conditions. Of course, if it's wet for any reason, we'll need to kind of cover, you know, make a little shelter with a tarp or just something to get us started with a fire, and we'll go from there. But that's a discussion we can have later. Anyway, all right, so that's the fire bag. Very, very important. I'll just put that down there for now. Okay, what's next? Oh yes, here we go. Got a few headlamps here. Got 3. I recommend these over handheld flashlights just because then you have 2 hands free. I got this one pretty cheap at Walmart. I'll probably use this one, little Rayovac cheapo deal. You can get more expensive ones, but you don't really need them. These are, gosh, I think I got these for $1 a piece. They work just fine. Just little LED headlamps that I got for $1 a piece at Walmart, and the boys will use those. So those are very useful. More dry bags. This is a 5-gallon dry bag. Both these black ones are. I've got 2 of those. They're empty right now. I might put some clothes. I'll probably put all our clothes in one of those, but should have one free. These are 10 liter, about 2.5 gallon dry bags. I have 2 of those. So in other words, I have some dry bags that you can use if you want. This is another 5-gallon that I've already filled up, and in here I won't take it all out, but I have 2 small lightweight sleeping bags for the boys. I'm actually getting another one that's same size that I'll put in here as well, and I have all my Eno hammock stuff in here because I'm gonna sleep in my Eno stuff while we're on the trip. The boys are gonna sleep in the tent that I'm bringing along. So I've got all that in here to keep that stuff nice and dry, because you want to keep your, you know, anything you're gonna sleep in like that dry. Now with your tents it doesn't matter as much because that stuff is going to be above and below you, and you're going to be on an air mattress anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Alright, so that's what's in there. This little black bag that I have done up here, another very important bag of stuff that we will need. Just pour all this stuff out. It won't get damaged. Got It's just all tool type things. Okay. All right, this nice little multi-tool. It's got, you know, all your blades. It's got pliers, all the screwdrivers, different things like that in case you need those kinds of things. That's a tool. A folding saw. See if I can unfold it. Folding saw. This will be very useful in getting firewood if we need to cut down a small, like a dead tree, a small dead tree to use for firewood. Be useful along the way. I thought about even bringing some firewood, but I want to try to keep as much space and weight out as we can. So it just folds up compact like that. A hatchet, this is a pretty good hatchet, it's fine, but I just ordered a new one that's a lot nicer than this and sharper and should work better. But this one is a fine hatchet. It'll work great. But I'm bringing it. You don't need to bring any of these things, by the way, because I've got them. Of course, you might want to bring a knife, though. I'm actually bringing 2 knives here. These are both ones you probably recognize that were. This one maybe not so much. I'm not sure. This one, it was in Pawpaw's, our Pawpaw's old tackle kit. He used them when he did his trot line. He had it in a trot line bag. And this is an old bayonet, believe it or not. I'm not sure. I'm guessing, you know, I don't think they even used bayonets in World War II, but so this one may be from World War I. If I can try to get this thing out of its sheath. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, there. Out of its sheath. This sucker is sharp. I mean, he put an edge on this thing. Boy, I'm afraid to draw my thumb across it because it is super sharp. But you can use this for splitting wood. Actually, you just get it on some wood and you can hit the broadside here and bank down into the wood if you need to use that for splitting small sticks or whatever. Useful for many different things, cutting rope or whatever. So I have that. It's more of a backup knife than anything. I've got a nice knife inside that I'll show you on the trip. This is just another one. It's got a you may recognize this one. I don't know. It was in the gun cabinet at Mom and Dad's house. I pulled it out because I thought it might be useful. Little leather sheath. Got the rough thing in case you need to strike you know, one of those fire starting rods. I'm not bringing one of those. I don't have one. I don't intend to get one because we think we're good for starting fires with the fire bag. But nice knife. Got a pretty good edge on it. Not as good as the other one, but good. And useful for different things, just in case you need another knife. Never, I mean, you don't want to bring any more than maybe 3 knives on a trip, but you know, it doesn't hurt to have some extra knives just in case you lose one or, you know, one breaks or whatever. It's good to have. They're great to have for trips. Okay, so that's the tool bag. All right, now I think I'm down to the last bag, and this one I actually put stuff in my old duffel from the Air Force. When I went to basic training, they gave us all, of course we actually purchased these with our pay, old U.S. Air Force duffel bag, and I've used this a lot. This thing's very, very durable. It's water resistant. It's a big bag, holds a lot of stuff. You can pack some large things in it. What I used to do is pack like tent, rope. I have the air mattress in there, queen size air mattress. This is the tent in there. Let's see. I would really like to get one of these seats out to show you. I got some camp seats that are just really cool, but I don't know if I can get to them. I do. You know what? I'm just going to dump it all out because I really want to show you those seats. I think you would like them. They're only about $15 at Walmart, and they are so great. I actually tried one out after I got them. Here goes the one-handed mess again I'm doing. Just dumping all kind of stuff. Okay, here we go. Man. Sorry. This is terrible. Okay, there we go. Alright. Hey, alright, woo! Got it all out. Okay, so air mattress, tent. There's the empty bag. Well, first I'll show you before I show you these camp chairs. These are great. Love these things. So nice, comfortable, very, very compact. As you can see, very small. I mean, look at that tiny little thing. They're only $15 at Walmart. I'm telling you, they're worth it if you have time to go get them, or if you can't find them at the store, you can order them online, have them shipped to your house for free. Now, before I show you those, though, this is a seat I got years ago. I don't really use it to sit in anymore because, to tell you the truth, it's not very comfortable, but it's so compact, and it's actually very useful as a little camp table, you know, or a little camp. I put it beside my chair, and you can set a drink on it. You know, oh, there come the dogs. Hey, 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 what are you guys doing? Oh, there they go. Woo, hey, a little fun. Break up the monotony. Sorry. Okay, so this thing, it's kind of hard to do this one-handed again, but just kind of does like this. And let's see, these little deals hooked together down here. Let's see. Hang on a second. Okay. Boom. There we go. All right, there you go. So you do like that, and very compact. This little pocket chair is what it's called, and real nice and sturdy. I used it for a while because it's just so little. I mean, it folds up into this thing. Just ridiculous. But anyway, but now I don't really use it to sit on. I just use it for putting things on, like if I'm sitting down and put my drink, my food, just a little, like, you know, side table to my camp chair, to set things on, keep them off the ground, keep them easy reach if I need them or whatever. And real sturdy, real useful for that. For other stuff too, I usually sit it down. You know, if I'm in a tent, I'll set it down in my tent and use it as a little bedside table or something. I mean, it's just very versatile. Great little deal. But I have that, so I don't know. I'm just showing it to you. I'm not recommending you necessarily get one. All right, so now on to the final thing, the seats. And I didn't really mean to save these for last or anything. I'm just kind of going through stuff. I'm not doing this in any particular order. So, but these, yeah, just zip up in these little bags here. See, come out like this. Just wrapped up in the seat cloth, and take and unroll that. This little tube sort of reminds me of a tent poles in a way, the way it goes together, but it's just velcroed together to keep it all in one thing. These don't come apart. They're little bungees there, and they go directly to the holes you're supposed to go into. So you just take and put them into their respective orifices. And then this one's longer because it's for the back. One of the ones for the back. And same thing on the other side. You're just popping these little dudes into their respective holes there. Very easy to do. And I'm even doing this one-handed, so be impressed. Okay, so once this all popped together, boom, there's your seat frame, see? And then this cloth that was wrapping it all up, you've probably seen this before. I'm probably not showing you anything new, but I just think it's cool. Love these things. All these little gadgets and gizmos. I mean, it's just fun, and you being an engineer, I figure you'd appreciate that too. But let me put this thing on here, and then you'll see what it looks like. So just give me a second. All right, let me see if I can do this without hurting myself. Actually, just going to pause the video for a second. Okay, all right, so I got it put together. There we are. You can see it just goes on that frame. Nice, I don't know, it's probably nylon seat. You take it, real lightweight. I don't know, it might be 3 pounds or something. Take it and Sit it on the floor. We'll take a seat in it. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, supports. I'm about 200 pounds. Supports me fine. I think the max on this is like 250 pounds. So it's good. Let me turn this around. See, hey, I don't know if I'm looking at the camera or not, but can you see us? I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's comfy. It's good. I like it. All right. Well, okay. I think that's it. So I got a big pile of stuff that I have to put away, but that's okay because it's only January and I have all the way till March, and I think I can put this stuff away by then. And I have it all packed up. Should be able to. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, we have some more stuff to pack. We got to get food together. Got to get other stuff together. But I know we can get all that done. I know I'm missing a few things. I have all that on the checklist that we'll talk about today. I'm bringing with me from REI. So, all right. Well, see you soon. Mom and Dad's today. And okay, cool. Thanks.